Welcome back to WigginsTV, man. I'm your host, S.Wiggins, a.k.a. Wiggins, a.k.a. Worldwide Wiggins, man. And you know what time it is? It's Forgotten Hoods of L.A., Season 4, Episode 5. I ain't got no long-winded intro today, man. I just got a couple announcements. These past couple months going forward, man, it's going to be F. Wiggins months. What does that mean? I'm no longer going to be speaking on stuff I don't know. And I do apologize for the slight inaccuracy of some of the things I might have said that wasn't 100% accurate. I take accountability, but I did get the information from some drunk-ass ninjas who thought they knew what they was talking about. I'm born in 93, bro. I wasn't alive for half of this stuff. So, if you want your hood shouted out, or you want to call in, you want me to do your hood, hit me up. I got you, bro, and we could do it from your point of view. I'm no longer going to speak on, the next man business, man. But, I'll never get disrespectful anyway, but I'm just saying, I'm just going to have y'all present it y'all way, man. Hey, I'm a nobody, man. I'm just here to put the spotlight on y'all, man. Y'all the reputables. Y'all the OGs, man. Speaking of reputables, without further ado, man, I got a super duper reputable, man. Listen to my boy Mac 11 from 11-1, Mad Ass Gangster Crips out in Inglewood. Here we go.
My knowledge, you feel me, the hood started like around like 91, 92. You feel me? So, okay. You feel me? My auntie, she moved on this street, 111th Street. You feel me? Like, she moved over there. Most of my people from Blocc, but my auntie just happened to move on this one street where these dudes was banging mad-ass gangsters at. You feel me? So I got put on like around when I was like 15. I'm 35 now.
Wow. Long time.
Yeah. You feel me? I done been through it all. You feel me? On the set, so. You feel me? We right there on 111th, the Prairie right there, you feel me? Right on the other side, like where the Lennox at, you feel me? We beef with them, you feel me? We beef with the weirdos, the center parts, had conflict with the dime box, you feel me? The Cajun block hustlers, you feel me? Anything over there like that, rolling hundreds, all that, we don't fuck with none of them.
Y'all kind of anti-social, if you think about it.
Yeah, no, because we stay in our lane. We clicked up the Lamb gangsters, you feel me?
Wow.
Yeah, and it does things, you feel me? So that's how, you feel me, we bring Prairie Avenue, 187 Duke, them all our streets, like 111th and Prairie, 118th and Prairie, 137th and Prairie, 139th and Prairie, 142nd and Prairie.
Okay. So, but the official border is from Prairie to where?
From Prairie to from Imperial to Lennox Boulevard.
Okay.
Oh, that's like our area right there on Prairie 111th right there. It's like one street on the side, like when you get off the 105 freeway. It's like right there when you make that left, that first street on the left. That's us right there.
Oh, okay, for sure. So, the first time I ever seen some of your homies was when pretty much on the episode, the Peacemaker.
Oh, that was because of me.
Really?
That was me. Yeah, that was me.
Oh, you was on there?
Yeah, that was me. That was me. You feel me? I had got down with a nigga, you feel me? Like, basically, like, you feel me? Some of my homies from my hood, they lived in Gardena. And then some of the homies put on people in Gardena. So my homies used to be over there all the time, always, and, other niggas' hoods, you feel me? So, niggas don't be liking that if you're going to be disrespected, you feel me? So the homies was bumping heads with them over there. They didn't like how the homies was over there. We weren't trying to start no hood over there, nothing. You feel me? But the homies was in their hood doing too much. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So just so happened one day I was over there. You feel me? And I came through this apartment building. I was with like 5 of my homies, and it was like 3 niggas from Payback right there. So boom, when I come in, one of the niggas from Payback, he leave and go get some other Payback. So they come in the building, nigga banging me. This one nigga going back and forth. He Payback. I'm mad at gang Payback back and forth. So I tell him like, man, all right, my nigga, like I ain't tripping. I ain't gonna go back and forth. This your hood. I ain't tripping. You feel me? So as upstairs. He down. He like, nigga, it's still payback Crip. So I'm like, cuz we gotta get in. So I go in the house to go get my homies.
Oh shit.
So as I come outside, you feel me? He whooped him. I just fire on him. Boom, boom, boom. Max him out quick. You feel me? So boom, we had like a little conflict with them. You feel me? Homies was going back and forth doing little shit. They was doing little shit. You feel me? And then we like close to them. We close to them in the shotgun. So they like, you feel me? Like niggas just squashed the beef like out of nowhere. You feel me? Like just left it alone. You get what I'm saying? Like didn't nobody get hurt like that or nothing. You feel me? Like shot or nothing. But niggas was fighting like a motherfucker.
Cool. So everything squashed. Everything good now?
Yeah, we cool with the paybacks. Yeah, we cool with the paybacks, the shotguns. You feel me? The A-Trade gangsters. You feel me? The Avalon gangsters, the Playboy gangsters. All that. You feel me? The homie been tuned with all of them. The Graveyard gangsters. You feel me?
Hell yeah. That's what's up, homie. Hell yeah, man. Wow, bro. I feel honored, bro. I feel honored, bro, to have you here, bro. You're a real legend, man. I didn't even know that.
Even when you had the story about the nigga Man Rock from Watergate, you feel me? I done ran across him before too on the set. You feel me? He with the business on everything. He feel me? That's why when you was talking about him, I'm like, damn, I ran into this old nigga before too. You feel me?
Oh, but y'all cool with Watergate or no?
Nah.
Oh, they hunters. They hunters.
He cool with the IVCs.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, we don't fuck with none of that over there. You feel me? We cool with the 10 Deuce Raymonds. You feel me? We don't fuck with no disrespect. We don't fuck with the legends. You feel me?
Okay, for sure.
We cool with the Tongans.
All right. So
wow. We gangsters moving though. You feel me? So you feel we on Southwest anymore. We Southwest.
All right. I found this on the internet. This is for the Dalton. I'm going to say Dalton because I got a homeboy named Dalton. I used to have a homeboy named Dalton. The Dalton Gangster Brims. And it reads, in mid-1977, a family moved on Dalton Avenue, and the oldest brother was allegedly an Athens Park's blood member. At this time, there was no real gang activity on Dalton Avenue between King Boulevard and Vernon Avenue. There were Rollin' 30 Harlem Crips and Dinker Park Crips, just to the north, who knew people in that area. There was actually a time when they organized street football games with the 30s on Dalton. During one of these football games, tempers flared and the word blood was thrown out toward a Dinker Park player. More words were passed, some pushing and shoving, and within 2 days, word got around that Dalton Avenue was occupied by blood gang members. These were the very beginning days of the history of Dalton Gangster Bloods. There were informal contacts between various 30s Crip and the so-called Dalton Bloods. But at this time, there was no official gang activity in progress on Dalton. When a particular Harlem Crip decided that he would get to the bottom of things on Dalton, a conflict came out between him and the APB member. It was a one-on-one fist fight that ended up with the Harlem Crip vowing to return with some homies to get a little payback. The neighbors on Dalton thought it was unfair that the Crip was bringing several people to avenge the fight. Things went on this way until 1978, when another family moved in, whose oldest brother was a Centinela Park Blood from Inglewood. The brother under him was a Van Ness Blood member, and at this time, that actual violent conflicts began to occur between Harlem 30s and the Bloods on Dalton Avenue. A younger brother on Dalton was having a bad time with certain Crips in the area. His case was taken up by several residents on Dalton, and at this point, a definite blood allegiance was formed, the Dalton Boys, and then Dalton Gangster aligning themselves with the Van Ness Gangster Bloods nearby. Naturally, blood was added to the end to show allegiance. There were members who thought of DGBs as an extension of the V&Gs, but as DGB faded, some members crossed over to claim V&G. But these two neighborhoods were allies but separate. The neighborhood eventually became known as the 4-2 Dalton Gangster Brims on Dalton Avenue between King Boulevard and Vernon Avenue. with 42nd place being the middle of these two blocks. By the mid-1980s, many members moved or began claiming V&G, and the Rolling 40s Crip eventually occupied the area. Next. Largo Town, Piru. Like I said, it's F. Wiggins week, so I got some questions for y'all. And I want some different opinions, man. Like, I want some different points of views on here. I'm not finna keep rambling on about things I'm not sure about or, I can't speak on. So I want to know, is it true that there was once a gang called Largo Town, Piru that was over there in that Hispanic neighborhood over there by Jefferson Elementary School between Alameda and Willowbrook? Y'all school me. I just heard that a few days ago. Let me know. What about the Magnolia Block Compton Crips? I'm hearing that they hood used to go from Compton Boulevard to Poplar and from Wilmington to Nestor. Ironically, as far as I remember, that area has two other gangs. The original Block Pirus 151 and the CV 155. Which is a Latino gang for those who don't know. And while we in Compton and North Long Beach is kinda nearby, because by law everything past Greenleaf is the LBC. I know the original hood Crips is over there by the 91 to 710 freeway, from Coachella to Long Beach Boulevard, and from 69th to Artesia. But I also heard that there was a Crip gang called Orcut Block Crips, named after Orcut Avenue, which is a street that run through they hood. Y'all help me out. I'm a student of the gang. Was this the original name of the original hood Crips or not really? Y'all school me. I'm not perfect. I'm here to learn too. Okay? Now. Listen to my boy Bone. He gonna give you a rundown about the Table Gang, the KWS, and his gang, the Hoes Daily. That's effing, smashing effing Hoes Daily.
What up, everybody? This Lil Smooth from Westside 91st Street FHD. I'm 46. I grew up in South Central LA. You know what I'm saying? FHD started out like a little clique at Horseman Junior High School about 89, 90. You know what I mean? It started as a little crew. We was up there with the K-Dubs, the Troubles. It was a little table game they had called Table Game. This when the K-Dubs and the Troubles was kind of cool. The niggas basically was like, we one little gang right here, and they would call themselves Table Gang. So we came with FHD. We kind of had beef with them, you know what I'm saying, just at school. That's how the shit kind of started, you know what I'm saying? And then from there, once niggas started graduating, going to different schools and shit, and to high school, I took it to my neighborhood where I live at, you know what I mean, which is on the borderline of HOODS and the 9 O's, you know what I'm saying? After that, I started the hood up, and basically, like, over here where we live at, it's a gang bullshit, like, we caught up in the middle, so we was like, all right, I'm gonna start a hood like this, and we don't want to be a politics of the HOODS, we don't be the politics of the 9 O's. We was like in the middle of it. We didn't want to be in between they little beef. So we kind of made our own little shit. I made our own little shit over here, and I started putting on little niggas I knew around here or from school. They used to come over here to my house, you know what I'm saying, on my block where I used to live at, and it turned into a little, you know what I'm saying, street thing. It went from, you know what I'm saying, school to the streets. So by us start getting like bigger and bigger, like a couple dudes started getting put on, you know what I'm saying, started seeing us, we was writing on walls. So the HOA started tripping on us first. They used to call us like, oh, y'all baby 9 O's. We used to be like, no, we not, bro. Like, we our own thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, we FHD, bro. We ain't in none of that politics over here. And then we had the 9 O's over here telling us, because we was mostly over off of 91st, we close to the 9-0s more than anything. So we like right kind of in a hood and in a trade hood. Because we had 91st Street, we had 89th Street, we had 93rd Street, which was off of Normandy. So we was kind of like in both hoods. So we try to make sure we wasn't conflicted with none of they got politics they had going on. But the 9-0 started pressing us like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's where I grew up at. I grew up over here. I know everybody from the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Just about in my generation. I'm 46, you know what I'm saying? And a little older than me. So I know everybody. They know me, you know what I'm saying? Because I grew up over here. But they suppress the issue on us like, hey, y'all either going to turn 90s, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? Or y'all not going to be from nothing. You know what I'm saying? Most of the homies, you know what I'm saying? They kind of like switch sides. Some niggas went to A-Trade. Some niggas went to 9-0. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas stayed the same. It was like, nah, I'm pressing, you know what I'm saying? I'm still pressing FHD 91st Street, you know what I'm saying? But that kind of like breaks down like the small little part of the story and shit, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of other shit that happened, you know what I'm saying? A lot of other things, but you know what I'm saying? That's just like a little start of how the hood kind of like started up. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't like known like that, but we was known. You know what I mean? Like niggas knew about us, but they was just like, oh, y'all a little clique. You know what I'm saying? But once you start putting a C on it, you know what I'm saying? Niggas started kind of like respecting it a little bit more, you know? Like, okay, these niggas ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, they kind of went to shit, you know what I'm saying? We had homies that had hands, niggas, so niggas was getting down with niggas, and niggas was like, oh, okay, I thought these niggas from top of busters. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't, you know what I'm saying? So niggas kind of started respecting us more. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like basically it, bro, you know what I'm saying? You know, so I can get more insight to it, you know what I'm saying? You know, questions you want to ask or whatever, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'll let you know what it is, bro, like, but that's just basically what it is, but
Okay.
I'm the founder over here where I live at, but I'm not the founder. I'm one of the founders of the hood because it started at Worst Men, which some dudes put me on up there at Worst Men that I knew. But I'm the one that founded 91st Street.
For sure. Just before we cut it, what's the territory? What street to what street?
Okay, so our little territory that we had when we started, it was right here on 89. It was from, all right, I'm going to put it like this, from Manhattan Place and 91st and 89. Like I just say from 92nd to 89. All the way down to Dinker on 89. But we went down 91st all the way to Normandy. That's why we had the 93rd Street Normandy, because we had homies that stayed over there. That was a little area that we was claiming like our little territory, you know what I'm saying? Like little territory we could be at, even though it was in between the A-Trades and the 9-0, you know what I'm saying? We just was like, we would click. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't with none of that shit. But once you start getting pressed and shit, we was like, you know what I'm saying, to start pressing the issue. But most of the homies that was claiming, you know what I'm saying, they kind of older now, so they ain't with all that no more. You still got homies that's probably still would press it, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of niggas have switched over to 9-0, you know what I'm saying? Which is cool. A lot of niggas, like two of the homies turned A-Trade. You know what I'm saying? Then what's crazy about that, you know, like, once they turned A-Trade, they knew who he was. So they started coming over here to shoot at us. That's what made it crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, y'all niggas know where we live at. You know what I'm saying? We know where y'all live at. Like, I grew up right here, so I went to LaSalle Avenue right here on 89th. I went to that school back in, you know what I'm saying, 82, 83, 84, 85. I graduated in 88, bro, and went to Worst Men from there. So I knew a gang of A-Trades personally. Like, they know me, I know them. And I know a gang of 9-0s. That's where I grew up at on this side. Jesse on Sport, you know what I'm saying? In the Villas up there on Western, you know what I'm saying? Even the little back streets, you know what I mean? All that little shit, bro. Like, nigga, this where I grew up at. So it's like, I know everybody, bro. That's why I was trying to keep it, like, in the middle. You know, so I wasn't trying to, like, pick a side, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Living over here, you kind of had to pick a side, bro. Like, because the A-Trades used to come over and shoot at us because they used to think we was 9-0s. So the homies used to go, you know what I'm saying, do shit, you know what I'm saying, to them. Like, y'all got us fucked up. So it kind of, like, made you just decide which side you wanted to pick at the time. And a lot of homies think, you know what I'm saying, the rolling cars, you know, neighborhoods is kind of deep. So, you know what I'm saying, everybody want to be on the rolling car. You know, the A-Trades is deep, too, but you know what I'm saying, they just choose a neighborhood car, bro. And that's what most of the homies is from over here.
Just to add to what my boy said, KWS, a.k.a. Kings with Style, was also a part of the Table Gang. I was told that they was the ish at Horseman back in 1991, 92. Really popular, had all the girlies, and they was down to squabble too. It's unclear, but for the most part, they was in the ETG area around Florence and Western. And that's with all due respect to the 8-Tray gangsters. You know what I mean? A reputable homie from that group named Mozart was well known at Horseman. He was basically a light-skinned Debo. I ain't gonna incriminate the brother, but yeah, I heard he used to wild out for sure. And also, moving on to Nothing But Trouble. If you didn't know, Nothing But Trouble eventually involved in the Trouble Gangster Crips over there on 51st and Halldale. I like to give a special rest in peace to a brother from Nothing But Trouble, a Spanish dude named Bessel. He was a down-ass mother sucker back in the day. They accepted him because he was a black, dark-skinned Hispanic. He could basically pass for black. He got love from everyone, from different hoods. 60s, 90s, the table gangs, everybody. Unfortunately, he was killed during the NBT era. There was a big tribute for him at Horseman. A lot of people held a candlelight vigil for him and paid their respects. Rest in peace to the brother, and our thoughts and condolences go out to his family. Yeah, just some quick things, man. My boy Bono, he does the hood map thing, man. He does graffiti and all that. So he got some exclusive hood maps, man. So if you want to tap in, man, hit me up. Or if he comment, bro, I'll put his information up there, man, and I'll definitely hook y'all up, man. He's real talented at what he does, man. Y'all go check him out. And like I said, if you want your hood on here, man, I'll be more than happy to do it, bro. And you could do it from your point of view. I ain't got to say nothing. But make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, man. Hey, it's F.Wiggins week. I'm out of here, man. Donate if you can. Wiggins.